Hello there, and a very warm welcome to this week's France Buying Guide's YouTube presentation. Well, it's all about DIY this week. We know whether your French property is going to be your home permanently or just a second home, many British people want to find somewhere with period charm which they can put their own stamp on. Maybe you're just looking for somewhere which needs a bit of redecoration, or maybe you're going to go the whole hog and do a full-scale renovation such as Mr. Fixit and I are doing here in this big house in Nantes-Roussillon. I think most people think of having somewhere perhaps a little bit in between the two, perhaps replacing a kitchen or a bathroom, um, rather than doing a huge thing like we're doing. Well, the concept of DIY is relatively new in France. It's really become more popular over, I'd say, the last 10 years or so. You won't find any places like Wix or B&Q or Screwfix.com, but there are several outlets, usually on the outskirts of towns, such as Bricomarché, Monsieur Bricolage, Castorama, Leroy Merlin, Leroy Merlin, Castorama, as I said, lots and lots of places and individual places in different departments. You can have a good look at, if you have a look at my France Buying Guide, you'll see a whole list of popular DIY stores in France. Materials in general are about the same as in France. Some things are more and some things you'll find are less, with the one exception of paint. Paint is a lot more expensive in France, and it's worth looking for somebody who can supply. There are actually people here who, English people, who set up their own little businesses importing English paint into France. For some reason it's incredibly expensive, and it's worth asking locally for recommendations when you want to buy your paint. When it comes to electricity and plumbing, you have to bear in mind it has to be compatible with the existing system. It's what's called the norme. I guess it's the equivalent of the British standards here. So where do you start? Well, with absolutely every aspect of French life, it's best to get local information, whether it's from your mayor or from your neighbours, from your local commune. As well as knowing what shops are likely to be the best locally, you should find that they have ideas on expert professionals who can help you. In addition to the national chains, there's also little stores, as I say, in different towns. A useful tip is to look in Yellow Pages. You can actually download Yellow Pages online. It's www.pagejaune.fr, PAGESJAUNES.fr. You can then search by town or department, and it's also you can search in English, although the results will come up with French names. The site also gives you access to white pages, so if you know the name of the store you're trying to contact, you can plug that in and find that more easily. If you need to hire equipment, such as a digger or scaffolding or a skip, you're best to look under Yellow Pages under location, that means hiring. There's no universal chain, it's rather local groups for that, but it's reasonable. We're just about to hire a skip here and worth doing. If a job needs a lot of concrete, there's another, for example, if you want to make a terrace or some sort of outside floor. Concrete is béton in French, B-E-T-O-N, and the biggest player in France is Béton de France, and they can usually provide ready-mixed concrete within about 48 hours notice. There are also several specialist outlets for things such as kitchens and bathrooms. Have a look at La Paire, that's a good one, Lapeyre. They're known not only for their bottoms and kitchens, but also for a great selection of timber products too, for things like windows and doors. All of these stores, as I say, are usually found in kind of retail parks just outside towns in France. Checking the locations of shops is easy enough on the internet. They all have really good store locator systems as part of their website. If you have a good relationship with the people in your area, it is a good idea to ask, as personal instruction always goes a long way. And obviously in rural areas, your local mayor is a great source of contacts too. So, doing your DIY project in France is no more different really than in the UK. Once you've established your network of suppliers and shops, you can really turn your French property into your dream home. This is what we're trying to do here, and we are doing here. But don't underestimate the value of local wisdom when it comes to finding both materials and local artisans. So that's about it for this week. As I say, have a look at my France Buying Guide. There's lots more information about DIY and where to find things. And keep your comments and suggestions coming as always. It's a beautiful sunny day again here in late September in France. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye bye.